So why do we need to bring creativity into our negotiations? Well, quite simply, very often when we're negotiating, a certain kind of fixed thinking tends to take over, and that can create problems in the negotiation. We end up missing opportunities, and our negotiation activity can feel a little bit like a tug of war, a sort of competition. What we really need is a more creative and expansive mindset. But in order to do that, we need certain tools and techniques which we'll be covering in this webinar. Okay, so what are the three things you'll take away from this webinar? Well, firstly, you'll understand the true nature of a negotiation, because very often we tend to confuse negotiating with something called positional bargaining, which is more of a competition, a kind of a tug of war, and that's not really what true negotiation is. So we'll be looking at that. We'll also be looking at the difference between soft and hard bargaining styles. Obviously, both have their upsides and their downsides. But also crucially, we'll be looking at how to create options for mutual gain within the negotiation, because what really characterizes very effective negotiators is that they take care of their counterparty's interests and priorities as carefully as their own. So how will you benefit from attending this webinar? Well, basically, you'll walk away with a much clearer conception of what the negotiation process is. You'll be able to rid yourself of misconceptions about the negotiation process. And also, you'll gain actionable tools and techniques to gain measurably more from your negotiation activity and to create much better win-win agreements where both parties walk away feeling that they've gained substantially more.